So I'm Joni Laster, and I'm the Executive Director for Mains and Miracles. So I stepped into the Executive Director role after our late founder, Jody Cabanas, passed in August of this year. It's my dream and my passion to continue on her legacy. Her vision was to have hippotherapy in the River Valley. She moved here from Russellville to start Mains and Miracles in 2018. My dream is just to keep her legacy alive. The word hippo is derived from the Greek word meaning horse. Really, it's just a tool that the therapist can use to provide services. Much like I would use a mirror in speech therapy or like a mouth model or any other tool, I use the horse as a therapeutic tool to really reach the functional outcomes that I want to reach.
Most kids, almost all kids, they like animals, and there's something about a horse that is calming. There's something about a horse that is therapy in itself.
Out here we see a wide variety of diagnoses. What I love about it is that the two children have the same diagnosis, but they're completely different and they act different. As a therapist, that's really what I love to do, is I get to know each child. Out here in this setting, it's really intimate and we get to work one-on-one with the child. And then whenever you have the kid on the horse, you have their undivided attention. It builds the trust between the therapist and the child, and then builds that connection not only with therapists but also with their horse. And so there's just a level of trust out here and relationship and community that you really don't get in any other setting.
This is an infinity symbol, and by using the infinity symbol, I'm actually having the child cross midline, and so I'm having them use both sides of the brain. So this is a pre of one child. I drew an infinity symbol, and then they took and they went through and through and through and through. And then we went and rode the horse for 30 minutes. We did a bunch of crossing midline. We did a bunch of reaching. We did a bunch of impulsion practices, a bunch of sensory movements. And after 30 minutes, we come in and had the same child redo it. And you can see the difference. Just 30 minutes on the horse, what that did for that child. When you talk about crossing midline, what you're trying to do is you're trying to engage both sides of the brain. By engaging in crossing midline activities, I am, in essence, helping them be able to go from one side and scan to the other side. Not only is that having to do with visual motor skills, that has to do with fine motor skills, that has to do with gross motor skills, that has to do with what we call activities of daily living.
These horses are amazing animals, and seeing the bond that these horses have with each child that comes out here, or even with the volunteers that come out here, is amazing. It's really beautiful to see. We have a total of 9 horses here. 7 are used in the program. We're boarding our horses and operating out of Brooks and Tara Norris's barn. They've been gracious enough to let us continue to operate here until we get our new facility.
I have been with Mains and Miracles for 5 years. Mains and Miracles is really, really special. Just getting to use the horses. A lot of these horses have been donated. So horses that, have been out in the pasture for years and, people don't want them or don't have a use for them, we've been able to give them a purpose.
Right now we are raising money for our capital campaign. We are about to break ground on a new facility, which is so exciting. Right now we're on a donated facility. We have an arena, but it's not covered. And so the vision for the new arena is to have a covered arena and then have a barn, more stables, more area to expand and to grow. Right now we have 6 therapists who are in one tiny room. And so the new barn will just give us ability to expand and really just network to more people and serve our families. We also have a program that we want to develop called Hooves for Heroes that really serves the veteran population. Right now we don't have the space to do that because we're so restricted in the area that we have, in the facility that we have. And so whenever we do expand, we're just going to have the opportunity to serve more people, which is amazing.
If you're wanting to volunteer, we're always welcoming anyone really. But if you'd like to volunteer, you can reach out at miraclevolunteers@gmail.com. Or you can reach me on my barn phone, and that's 479-532-5368. I'd love to have you part of our team and come out and see how these amazing animals work well with these children.